second half of today's podcast. It's going to be a quick one here. We're just going to go to Marcel's Instagram. We're going to look through all the new fight announcements that he posted. I think you broke some of these fights. I actually can't remember, but there was a lot of you posted a lot of fights the last week. Would you say?
Yeah, but I didn't break a lot, to be really honest.
You break one of them, at least one.
Maybe. I can't even remember.
Marcel's smoking too much weed. His brain's fucked. He has no memory anymore. Is that fair?
Yeah. No, I never smoke weed, actually.
I know you haven't. Space cake, right? No, I'm just joking.
Also not. Don't give people the wrong idea.
No, Marcel's like a straight edge guy, man. He's straight edge. So, all right, let me get this ready here, guys. But yeah, I mean, we have a couple. Is there a new card? There was a couple of new cards announced, right? Last night it was.
Yeah.
Apex.
Yeah, I mean they only announced like the next card, like the full main card. So.
Yeah, for 316, and
the Patchy mix, obviously,
you got signed, which is exciting news. I think it's a great signing. And I'll say this, a lot of people obviously hate, Don Davis. I think you got to give him a little bit of credit here, because when you think about Patchy's he hasn't even sat out. It was like 1 year, A lot of guys sit out even longer than that. So I know it wasn't, the best way they've got about this with social media and everything, but at least he didn't release him. Would you agree?
Yeah, but at the same time, Adam, you want to build something up, as a promotion, and they're pretty much putting away all their talent, in my opinion. They have Dakota now. They got to make Dakota fight Sumiko Inaba. Nobody needs to see that fight. They don't have fights for their top level fighters, So, and then it's nice from them to let them go to the other promotion, but you can never compete with another promotion if you let your best fighters go,
Yep, I agree. Leafs are hitting the ice right now, but they're going to do the national anthem in a few minutes here.
Oh, you need to stand up?
No, I'm not going to do it right now. I did it at the game, though. The Blue Jay game, they make you stand, take your hat off and shit, so I did that. So, Tristan, what's up, man? Happy long weekend to you. It's a holiday for us tomorrow, Victoria Day, Marcel. So
okay, have fun.
A lot of these guys fights are legacy defining, absolutely. Dana, what's up? Our moderator. Big Egg, what's up, brother? Verazium, what's his name? David Shaw talked about him last week, but David Shaw also said Taylor Lapalus was still on the roster. I guess no one told him that he got released. Did you hear that?
Yeah, and I think that Farah said that he wants to fight on the Paris card, so.
I'm assuming they're going to Paris in September. Is that
late August or early September, I think, one of the two.
Fight night?
Oh, yeah, I don't think.
You'd imagine BST's on that card. Is that fair to say, too?
Sorry?
Benoit said, didn't he?
I would think so, yeah. I'm actually surprised that Nora is fighting in August.
And we're going to talk about her in 1 second here, yeah. The UFC needs to buy Dakota's contract, completely agreed. I mean, she should be in the UFC. PFL only has Nagano. They have a few other fighters, I think. I kind of disagree with this, Dana. I think there's some good fighters in PFL. And the fact they've signed a lot of these guys already, like, it shows that David Shaw sound like a casual. I kind of disagree with this, too. I think he's actually... In some ways, Marcel, he's kind of better than Dana because he actually gives you an answer. Would you agree?
Like I said, I like David Shaw, man. He gives like straight answers, but if he doesn't know, he doesn't know. It is what it is.
He's not a matchmaker. He basically says, "I'm not the matchmaker." We have our meeting. Is it Tuesday or Monday with matchmaker?
Tuesday.
Yeah. Yes, Craig, my boy Craig. Craig also has a fridge full of Moosehead. He sent me a picture today. So Craig's one of my boys. So I appreciate that, Craig. I agree with this. But Dakota, do you guys know about Don Davis before the PFL? I don't know, but he's just like rich somehow.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the guy from the Jays game. Fuck yeah, man. Marcel got to start keeping fights to announce. I mean, I've talked about this with him, but he always posts them on his Twitter. He wants to get those clicks.
I did once with the Gutierrez Castaneda one.
That's true, you did. Okay, I'll give you that. It was like 2 months ago too, but give us another. Maybe give us one, a couple weeks or something.
I have one. I give it to you.
I appreciate. You have it right now.
No. I have one, but I can't say it because I don't have both sides.
You need both sides. Eblin's good. I think Eblin's really good. No, Labatt Blue sucks, man. Blue says the way it's Labatt Blue sucks. That's Craig. All right, let's go through the fights, guys. We're doing the national anthem right now. I really don't want to miss this game, but if I have to miss 5 minutes of it, not a huge deal.
Oh, say, can you?
You're actually singing it right now. All right, can you hear it? Can you hear it?
No, I'm just singing.
Okay, they're actually singing it right now, literally. That's funny. All right, let's go to the fight announcements. The share screen. I think I'm going to get out of here right in time. Maybe a minute late, but that's okay. You guys see this? Let's see right here. I'm sorry you can't get it bigger, but let's just go through the fights.
That's what she said.
Carol Hosta versus Nora Cornhole. Yeah, I mean, if they're going to go to Paris, you thought that Nora would be on that card, but I would imagine this fight got signed like this weekend when Carol was in Vegas with Denise, right? I think Nora's going to be favored. Am I crazy?
I kind of think so too, man. For Nora, it's just
Yeah,
the thing that she has to make weight this time,
she
But
does.
I like Nora, I do, and I think Carl Rosa. Listen, Carl Rosa, I picked her against Eileen Perez. You picked Eileen Perez, was a
Oh
good
yeah,
pick by you, but I still have that fight in my mind against Irina Aldana, which was a crazy fight, one of the best fights of women fights I've seen. So this
I
is gonna
agree.
be
That was amazing. Crazy Kev would break fights in his pod, probably. Which of these fights were Gordon? I think any of those fights are fun. I don't mind any of those fights.
I like the Padilla one
I
actually.
don't mind. I don't mind any of them. All right, let's go through the next fight. We talked a little bit about this in the last show. Bautista Mix. The odds are out already. Mix is a favorite. I think Mix is very good. I will say that Mario Bautista is a good fighter too, and I think that people just hate this guy right now because of the fight with Aldo. I
Doesn't make
wouldn't
sense.
completely write him off. I wouldn't write him off. Am I crazy?
No, I think Mix is the rightful favorite, to be honest, because of the I think
Grappling.
about how he fights. Yeah. The thing is,
He
like
changes
with
with Rob
Mix,
too. He changes with
I,
Rob.
I'm gonna be really honest with Mix. I think his last fight he got really lucky against
I
Magomedov. I
thought
don't
so
think he
too,
should
dude.
have won. So listen, I'm happy he's in the UFC. The thing is, like, I think Magomedov would also give Batista a run for his money.
Yeah,
So it's hard to say. I think it's better for the division if Patchy wins. But Batista definitely has a chance. The thing
yeah.
I don't understand why people can hate Mario Bautista. I understand it's not fun how he fought against Aldo, but he could have fought like Jonathan Martinez and lose to Aldo. He actually went smart against him. It's not fun to watch how he did, but it doesn't really it doesn't. How do you say that? Stands for his whole career how he fights. I normally always enjoy see him fight. So
No, I
yeah.
agree. All right, we just finished the national anthem. Let's get through this quick. Sorry, guys. Again, kind of a special occasion here. Gabriel Fernandez versus Julia Stoliarenko. I'm kind of surprised by this fight booking. Are you agree? You agree with me?
Yeah, man. Julia's still in UFC, right? She's 2-6, I think, on 3 stints. I think Gabriela Fernandez. She got that big win over Wang Tsang last time as underdog in Macau. I'm so kind of surprised as well because I would think after that Wang Tsang win
Yeah,
that it's actually crazy. Like
it's weird.
Wang Tsang gets now a fight against Ariane Lipski in the rankings, and Gabriela has to
That's
fight Julia
ridiculous.
Stoliarenko.
That is crazy. I mean, clearly they don't think very highly of her. I mean, that's
Yeah,
fair to say. Michael Chandler's girl, but
yeah.
yeah. I like this fight. Neil Magny and Gunnar Nelson 318. Probably, I would imagine prelim fight. Is that fair? Prelims?
Yeah, I would have liked this fight 5 years ago. I mean, they should have let contenders fight. Actually, the how do you say that? The veterans and not veteran versus
Yeah,
veteran. Maybe
I,
the winner of this one can fight the winner of Court McGee, Michael Chiesa. You know what I mean?
potentially.
So
I think the loser potentially could.
too.
I think if Gunnar loses, he might retire. He barely
I
fights anymore. I'm not saying
I
he
don't.
can't fight. I think he can beat a lot of guys. Oh, you
I,
okay?
it's a crazy sighting as well, man. It's a second Gunner fight in a year. Normally, he fights once a year. Plus, I think he hasn't fought for 10 years outside of London or anything.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right. Muhammad Naimov against Bogdan. Yeah, I mean, two guys are kind of in the same spot. But Naimov gets I don't know. He's not. Is he from Azerbaijan? Oh, he's Tajikistan.
Yeah.
Tajikistan. So close by. But yeah, I mean, both guys are kind of, they're mid fighters, I would say. I think Naimov is, probably a little more established in the UFC. But
I think Naimov has showed good so far in the UFC. I think a lot of people are off on him because of that Wood fight where he kind of a little bit cheated there and got lucky, and
yeah,
he lost to Felipe Lima on short notice. But I think he probably be favored against Bogdan Grad.
fair enough. Amir Albazi against Tatsuro Taira, main event for the Apex card.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing fight. I love this fight. I mean, listen, I know people are down on Amir. I think he'll give a good fight here, but I would say that Taira should be favored. I think. What do you think? Would you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I think Taira looked really good against Royval. He lost, but he
I
didn't
know he
lose any
lost, but
stock.
like it was still a really good fight, right?
He didn't lose any stock, in my opinion, in that fight. So,
Yeah,
and Amir, I think Amir is decent, but he hasn't looked great as of lately. Got to be honest here. I think against Moreno, he got completely shut out. And I
yeah,
think he kind of lucky in the decision against Kai Kara France, which was a close fight. I think Kai Kara should have won, but I still think Amir is very talented. So we'll see, man. I think it's an interesting fight. I like the fight for a main event. And we actually knew about this fight, right?
yeah.
Before
We
it
knew
was
about it for a
announced.
few weeks, but we until it's signed by both sides, can't
Yeah,
really report it right here. Ikram versus Bruno Ferreira. Yeah, I mean, like it's kind of. I like the fight too. I mean, it's kind of sink or swim for Ikram too, right? Like,
I expected Ikram to get a higher ranked opponent, to be really honest.
I don't think he's not ranked. He's not even ranked.
No, he's not even. Both are not ranked. So I was
the winner probably will get a ranked opponent.
I think so. I would think so. Yeah. I think the UFC is like we gave him Whitaker last time, and he didn't show up at all.
Not at all.
So we're not going to give him now another one.
That was probably one of the easiest dog picks of all time. Would you agree,
yeah.
Whitaker?
Yeah, it was.
Derek Lewis, Talia Tatsuro. It's official. We've talked about this for a while. Was it who broke it? Mike? Oh no, they're.
Latviana.
Yeah. I think that Mike Hack golfed with Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because the MMA fighting is like we've confirmed the fight. I'm like, yeah, you were golfing with him, and he told you the fight's happening. So that was pretty cool though by Mike that he was golfing with him. Very, very cool. Interesting fight. I mean, this guy has one fight, and it was like a minute long. So he'll probably be favored, Marcel, but I wouldn't completely write off Derek Lewis here.
True, but the thing is, Derek Lewis is so stationary how he fights, and the thing is, listen, if he fights a guy who cannot strike and he fights a grappler, he maybe fight for the grappler, but this is also a striker, so he can land a bomb, and we saw Arthur Jones landing.
Yeah, and Derek's 40, though, but I'll say this, he lands a bomb, but how if he survives, then he wins later on. It's 5 rounds. He has, I hate to say it, but Derek probably has the better cardio in this fight. He probably does, Yeah. Crazy enough. I don't think it should be a main event, though. You agree?
No. Oh, absolutely not. No.
How do you think the conversation went in the boardroom? Dana, we have a potential main event for UFC Nashville.
Oh, 100%. Oh, Dana's like, who are we going to put in Nashville as the main event? Dana, I have Derek Lewis. That would be a very interesting. We have the heavyweights, and we can put him against an up-and-comer. What about Talis and Taira, who has also the knockout power? And Dana, fucking amazing.
You know what? Honestly, I know you don't. I think that he said he should be cut, but Michael Chandler lives in Nashville. They probably should have headlined this card with Michael Chandler. Am I crazy for saying that?
You're crazy without saying that as well. So,
fair enough.
I mean,
anyways, I think Lewis has a chance here. I think he does. I don't think this wasn't official when we last time we talked. This is a hot fight, Marcel. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Monta Hibas versus Tabata Ricci.
Yeah,
I saw her dad was here he is, Marcelo. Yeah, it's a hot fight. I don't know. I really don't know about this fight. It just depends if Ricci can get takedowns, right?
Yeah, and plus I think, listen, Amanda showed against good competition that she can level with them, but she's just she just misses something that she can just go to the top. And with Ricci, I haven't seen it, to be really honest. She got one shot at the top against Yan Xiaonan, and she completely didn't do shit, in my opinion. I don't dislike Tabata at all. But I think Amanda is still a level above. But we'll see. Maybe Tabata is, I think she's younger, right, than Amanda. So
yeah, she's a little bit younger. Let me ask you this: looks wise, who's your favorite of these two?
I like Amanda more. I know a lot of people do Tabata, but I like Amanda more.
I like them both. To be honest. I'm not picky like you, brother. No, I like this fight. I think. And I'll say this,
this motherfucker, he asked me to make a choose, and then he's like, I'm more picky. Fuck you, man.
I was going to say, they've been doing these kind of fights with these two hot chicks lately. Like, they did Viana and Amir, and they've done a few other ones. Wong Kong and Da Silva. But in all honesty, though, this is a damn good fight. I like the fight.
Anyway, Ricci would walk away. You remember what she said? In the podcast,
she said she likes guys with they're well endowed. Is that what? So I guess that Callum Walsh or something. Is that
yeah.
Char Bullet versus Mark Andre Barrio. Oh, you fucking know. I want my Canadian brother to win here. I hope he fucking knocks him out. I'm praying. Yeah, I love Mark Andre. You know that, and I think Char Bullet's overrated. So. The odds actually have gone. I don't know if you saw the odds. They opened Cherable a big favorite, and they've shrunk a bit. People are betting on Barrio. I think that's a chance.
Mark Andre is chinny. That's the problem.
He probably gets knocked out, but I hope he wins.
I think he can win, but he has to keep his chin intact, I think.
Tristan, what do you think of this fight? Tristan, my Canadian brother in the chat. What do you think of this fight, man? Tell me.
Duke Maduck says what podcast?
Wait, what do you mean? For what?
The Ricci one. The Ricci
one. There's something where she talks about some guy she went on a date with or something. Oh, I know what the podcast is. It's Ashley Evans Smith had some. I think it's called Sex and Violence.
Yeah,
right?
I
I think
think
that's what it's
something
called.
like that. Yeah.
I never watched the podcast, but I just heard the clip, and
It's
she
our
was just like,
clip.
she
Yeah.
said like she went on this date with this guy, and like he rode a motorcycle and he was cool, and then he took his pants off and his dick was small, and she's like, yeah, she's like,
She
yeah, I
left.
have to go home or something. Like I need to leave. Like poor guy, fucking little dick, and she left.
Yeah. What Dana says
Was it
that?
you? Were you the guy on the date?
Yeah. Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Is this fight happening for Reed Bacharach and Felipe Lima? Is
I
that
have no idea. Where did you see it?
where'd you see that,
Cholesterol.
man? Tell us. I think Tabitha said her date wasn't packed. That's exactly what he said. What she said. Shara could just stay on the outside piece out. Probably. But I hope he wins too. Just I'm praying. Marcel, would that be a fraud check if Barrio knocks out?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't like to use the word, but yeah.
I know you fucking hate it, but I have to ask you. This is official podcast of Roman Kopylov. We've known about this for a while. I don't think we've talked on the show. Roman's a favorite. He's like minus 220. I'm like convinced Roman just fucking destroys Paul Costa in this fight. I'll just say that right now. You agree with me?
You know, I'm not high on Costa at all. His best win is Yoel Romero 10 years ago. So
you like Roman, don't you?
yeah, I think he's good. Listen, man, I was kind of off on him for some time when he lost to Carl Robertson by submission. I was like, what the fuck? You know, but yeah, he's decent, I think. You know,
his striking is really good. I'll just say that. It's a good fight. Pantoja, Cara France. We've talked about this a little bit as a rumor. Pantoja's a favorite, but I think Cara France, stylistically, he matches up decently well in this fight, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. But I mean, Pantoja is very good.
You just like little guys from New Zealand. That's all.
You're oh god. JJ Wilson. Yeah, I saw that he's out. I don't know who's going to fill in. I have no idea. I have no clue. Darius Rocano rebooking Marcel.
Yeah.
Darius is like, Dana promised you a big fight.
They rebooked it, yeah.
I think he did get paid. He got paid winning show. Is that?
Yeah, he did.
So he got. I don't know. How much does he make? He probably makes like 100.
I don't know. I'm not as
How many
financial
fights does he have?
advice.
Like 20. He has like 20 fights, doesn't he, in the UFC? He probably gets like 100 and 100. So he made good money. They had to save the card, but that fight was a joke too. McCann and Islam, Yeah, I mean,
Don't you need to watch this game?
It's a commercial. I'm going to run out here in 1 minute. Okay. As soon as we're almost done, but no one scored yet. Thank God. It's like soccer, it's football. I should say. Yeah, Charles and Ilya. We've talked about this. Ilya's a huge favorite. He's like minus 400. I mean, we'll talk about this more, but I think the odds are high, but I mean, I think Ilya's the real deal. I know you do too. So
yeah.
A couple other fights, Duplessis and Hamzat. Yeah, again, Hamzat's the favorite. I think Duplessis has a chance to upset the apple cart here. I really do. Duplessis is one of these guys that you just never think is going to win these fights, and then he somehow fucking beats these guys. So don't completely write him off. Krylov and Bogdan Guskov, fun fight here. Krylov got chinned by Reyes, and Bogdan's got some power. So I'm still sad we never saw Bogdan and Smith, but Ebo Aslan, Billy Elakina. I feel these are both dominance guys. Is that
yeah.
The double dip for Ali? Ebo is going to be a big favorite here. I think
so too. Yeah.
I know you don't like Quillen Salco because you hate spelling his name.
I have nothing against him, but his name is fucking annoying to spell.
He's the favorite. The odds are out against Yanel. So, Whitaker, I think we talked about this.
We did.
Okay, so that's it. So we're going to cut it off. The game just went back on. So you know what, guys? I'm going to end it, and I think it's a good time to end it. I apologize for not getting the questions, but I really do want to watch this fucking game. So, Marcel, thanks again, man. We'll be back next week, and we'll talk about everything pretty much. We'll talk about UFC, Vegas 107. I think we still want to do that Hall of Fame thing. I still think we should do that. Maybe next week we'll
sure.
Talking about that. So I'll get this last question. There's a few questions left. Who's most likely to take their first loss, Ilya or Hamzat? Probably Hamzat, I would think.
Yeah,
the odds are tighter too. Is Volk Yair true? It's not official, but that's the rumor. So yeah, the rumor is that. Do we get Topuria and Saryukin? I think they're going to make Armin fight one more time. Mobster got fucked. Yeah, I mean, there's a rumor that he's going to fight Pico. I don't think it's official, but that's been a rumor for like a few months now.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Lazy Bed. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate you. Thanks, Antoine. We're going to get out of here, guys. Appreciate you guys. Thanks again. We'll talk to you guys soon.